Hello, Corey Raven, Managing Broker, RE/MAX Select Realty here. Today I'm going to be showing you how to use our environment system and specifically how to enter a deal into the system. Open up your web browser. Any web browser will do. I'm currently on my Mac, so I will be using Safari, but you can use Chrome, Firefox, Internet Explorer, or whatever you typically do. Point your web browser to web.environment.co. You're going to want to bookmark this page as you're going to be accessing it often. It also appears on the daily listing and new deal emails that come from our reception desk. So if you're ever looking for the link, there's that and some other handy links in that email. So feel free to use that there. Here you're going to enter in, once you get on the page, your login name and your password. Your login name is your email address. Your password is something that was set by you. If you forgot your password, it's quite easy. Just put in your email address, click on this forgot your password, follow the prompts, and it will email you a new password, which you'll then change. But I've got my password, so I'm going to go ahead and log in. Once logged in, I'll land on the landing page here, which will show me a little bit of information. It's going to show me some information on some deals that are pending. Amount due to the brokerage, and remember I'm just showing you a dummy page, but yours would have an actual amount there from your last bill that's currently due to the brokerage, and then any notes and tasks that have been assigned to you. So this is any notes that you've added to any deals that you've got, or any notes that the brokerage has added. So if we've sent you an email saying that you're missing a document for a deal, you're going to find a note to that effect here on this notes and tasks portion. Below here is attach files. Feel free to use this, but this won't attach the files to any specific deal. These are more for generic files that you want handy and ready to go that you can hold on the system. Up top, I'm going to see a tab for listings. If I was going to enter a new listing, I could do that here. You as agents won't be doing this. We do broker load and also loading into the environment system at our front desk, so those can continue to be emailed into us. But I can use the listing finder, which is where I can go in and search for address, other criteria, or a seller name, and I can go into a listing and find information or documentation that goes along with that. But where I'm going to spend most of my time is here in deals. Now in deals, it's going to show me a list of active listings that I have, and right from here I can create a deal from the listing by clicking I'm going to sell this listing, but someone else is working with a buyer, or I'm going to double end it. And if I just click that, it's going to go to a deal sheet that's got a lot of the information already filled in. Now if I'm selling a listing, if I'm working with a buyer doing a sell deal that is not one of our listings, I'm going to have to enter a little bit more because obviously that won't be in our system. So let's do that one. So I'm going to click New Sell Deal at the bottom. The brokerage is RE/MAX Select Realty. Our role is our sale. That we're going to work on having that automatically fill in when you click Sell Deal, but for now, if you click that, that's great. MLS number, suite number, street number, street name, and I can put in postal and zip. Legal ID is my PID, so that's going to be that. And legal description is going to be LMS, Stratalot 12. The list price on this property was $399,900. I'm not going to put in the list date. It's not my listing. I could find it, but it's not information that the brokerage needs, so I'll just leave that. The sale price, I got at my client's a great deal. We paid $375, and we've got an accepted offer yesterday on April 4th. We've got conditions for 1 week until the 11th. Our possession date is going to be April 30th. Our completion date is the 29th, and our adjustment is the same as the possession. The deposit is going to be received from my buyer, Sally Smith, and it's going to be going to our brokerage, not in an interest-bearing account. It's going to be for $20,000. There's not going to be any additional deposit due, and the deposit expectation date is the subject removal date. My conditions are that we have our financing, which is on the 11th, a home inspection, which is on the 11th as well, and the property disclosure statement, which is for the 11th. So those are my things. The seller, who I'm not working with, but I've got a bit of information on, is J. Smith, and they live at the property. Now the great thing about this is the information that I'm entering on this deal sheet follows through the whole system. So this is what conveyancing and accounting work with, and this is what gets sent to the conveyancing lawyer. So there's no more I write down 1224 Main Street, but I've got messy writing and it looks like 1222 Main Street and it creates an issue. So that makes it a little bit easier. The owner, John Smith, is working with a realtor by the same name. He's with ABC Realty. And on my side, I'm working with Sally Smith, who will be moving into the property. And she is currently at in the same building, but in a different suite, 104, 1224 Main. Not a far move for her. And I do have a mobile phone for her. I'm going to be able to access this information 2 months or 2 years down the road. So I want to put in email and anything else that I might have for her. Now, I'm not doing this deal by myself. I'm also working with a fellow K. Smythe from my office. He's with the same office. And he's going to get a quarter of the deal, and I am going to get 3/4 as per our agreement. The deal, the listing is offering a standard commission. If it wasn't, I would be able to click here and custom and type in what the commission is, but it's offering the norm, quote unquote. So it's worked out my commission, my total commission there. I look at it, I see that that's correct. I don't know any of the payables on the list side. On the sell side, I have added here who's on the deal, but remember the ends, who's getting the points for the ends, and the commission aren't always the same. And in this case, remember I'm working with a fellow, and he's going to be getting a quarter of the commission, so I'm going to put that up here. And we're going to do a split of 75-25, calculate the commission just to double check that everything's right. Have a look and realize that yes, that's all okay. And I am going to say in notes, lawyer info to come after subject removal, because I don't have that yet. I'm going to click continue. I'm going to see a summary of the information that I put in. I can go in and edit it if I want. I can print out a deal sheet, which will show me some information, basically a typed version of what I've just put in. And I look at the notes and tasks. I see that there's some conditions and my note, the lawyer information is going to come. I don't want to add in any new tasks, new notes, or new conditions, but if I had missed something and wanted to add it, I could do that here. But what I do want to do is attach a file. I've got my accepted offer. And so I'm going to go in here and grab the accepted offer and put that in on here. And here it says I can share with only me, brokerage staff, or all users. The default is all users. Do not worry. This does not mean that everybody else is able to see your files or your deal. That just simply means everyone with a security access to your deal, such as management, reception, and accounting and conveyancing, is able to see it. If you, for some reason, change this to only me, we would not be able to see it, so you would not have submitted it to the brokerage. That can become confusing, so I'd recommend not using it. And if you only chose brokerage staff, that would mean that you wouldn't be able to use it. Now we're going to get to a point with FinTrack forms where those are going to start defaulting to brokerage staff, as you as an agent are not supposed to be accessing those after handing them into the brokerage. But for now, I've got my accepted offer. I'm going to put it in, and I could hit save, but I want to, because my file name doesn't really say what it is. I'm going to put in here that this is the accepted offer. And so I'm going to look through here, and I'm going to say that this is my offer to purchase. We're working on getting some of those tags changed a little bit as well. Again, it's not needed. We can change them internally, but I wanted to add that in there, so I'm going to click Save. I'm going to look through, double check that everything's okay, and I'm always going to remember here at the bottom that I'm going to click Submit to Brokerage. Now, I'm not actually going to click that today because I've done up a dummy deal here, which I don't want going into our system. But if I was an agent, I would make sure that I'm going down here and clicking Submit to Brokerage. Now, the reason why that's there and it doesn't automatically submit to brokerage is you're able to get a deal sheet started prior to having an accepted offer, or prior to having the last initial, or whatever it might be, if you so choose. So submit to brokerage. Once you go there, you'll go to the next page, which will prompt you that it has been submitted, and you'll be able to do some other things as well. In other videos, I'll talk a bit more about the reporting, but when you go to reports, you can get a deal summary broken down by year, so all the deals that you've been involved in. Revenue summary, that breaks down the incoming revenue that you've received quarter by quarter, year by year, which is great for tax purposes. You can get your statement, so your monthly statement will be here, and you can break that down and get any individual statement. So if you're looking for your all your statements from last year or your most recent statement from this year, it's here in ENVIROMINT. Annual statements, which is a breakdown of all the costs that you pay through the brokerage, and then deals done by year, broken down into year by year. And you can go through and you get a complete list of what deals you're involved in. And from there, you'll be able to go and get your files that have been attached there as well. So if you've got a client that's looking for a copy of their accepted offer from a year and a half ago, you can log into the ENVIROMINT system and get them from there. So that's entering a deal into the ReallyNet/ENVIROMINT system. Thank you for taking the time to watch that. If you have any questions at all, please come and see me or the front desk reception, and we can help you out and walk you through how to do this and give you a few other tips and tricks on how it all works. Thanks for your time. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching.